Welcome back again, folks. We are once again playing Fallout after a break. This time, though, we waited half a year before we continued.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
Crap would kill you.
Damn. How high was I?
I was going to say, I don't remember any of those months.
You were a Dragon Ball's worth of high there, Vic. Anyway, so a rather, like a pretty young thing, doesn't really look like she's used that many drugs, comes up to you, Jed, and she's next.
Okay.
MacKenzie?
So how mercenary? I'm gonna look Tessa up and down and decide for myself just how mercenary she is.
You know what?
Douglas, I told her already that Jed was wearing the nurse's outfit.
You're not wearing a nurse's outfit. It's a lab coat. It just happens to be the same colour, white, with a cross on it to indicate that he's a medical specialist.
All right, MacKenzie, take it away.
I'm just because it's a long flowing lab coat that doesn't quite fit and goes down to his knees. Doesn't at all mean it's like a skirt. You know what, Tessa? What?
Just never mind. Just go on ahead. Fuck it.
No, I'm going to look up and down and decide how mercenary you are before we see this customer.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mercenary are you?
I would say like a 7.
It's like
maybe. Well, fair enough.
It's like 1 being Mr. Snuffles, 10 being Jason.
No one can look as good as Jason, because it's Jason. If that's what you're talking about. If not,
Who's Jason? Who's Jason?
Jason, the mercenary that Crap plays.
Oh, okay.
Who is currently standing right next to the tent in order to make sure no one gets riled.
No one gets wild within shooting distance. Yes. I do. How well do we know this town?
I'm from here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. I'll be good.
That's a first.
You assume I care about anything that happens to these people.
I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to lose a receptionist.
Boy, you suck dick. You know that.
Only when he's drunk.
As long as it's flavoured.
It's
Okay.
great. It's great. Just let you know.
Grape flavoured.
No, you gotta get interesting. You have to put Coca-Cola on it.
We are feeding my laughter. Stop.
All right,
Good.
MacKenzie, your turn to voice this one.
Give me a prompt. Go ahead, give me a prompt, and then I'll try to do something.
It looks like she's relatively new to the drug scene.
She doesn't have as much track marks.
Well, she doesn't
But
have
she's
any.
on-
She doesn't have any. She's a pill popper. Mentats. Which raises your perception, raises your intelligence, but really makes you jittery.
Oh, she's a student.
Yes, it's finals week.
Fuck me, I gotta do this, and I have to do this, but I also have to do this. Fuck, I'm not gonna get this done.
Boy.
To anyone in the audience that I just triggered with memories of finals, I am sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not.
We all know you're not sorry. It's okay.
Sorry, not sorry.
You're so quiet over there.
So yeah. So you're a doctor, right?
Hi, yes, I am a doctor. As you can see from the certificate I bought from the Virgin Islands.
Oh, good. I was. I was hoping to get something along the lines of like, what do you call it again?
Mentats.
Yeah, mentats.
Oh, so you're after an entropic? I completely understand. Is it that time of year already? Oh, wow, you never knew. Okay, well, obviously, can't just prescribe that kind of thing to anyone, so we need to examine you before we do that, but we need to get you just signed up to our service first. After all, we must do things properly. And I'll lead her towards Tessa.
Yeah.
She just chuckled, just handing over a clipboard. Sign here, 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 and here, going through the same goddamn clipboard once again.
Yeah,
I think
The
this
girl-
lady will, this lady is obviously classy and will want our professional service.
yeah, of course. You have to, you gotta keep up the look. She says as she moves to sign the papers.
And I point to the extra tick boxes for all the added extras. And smile sweetly.
Oh yeah, I need to do a roll thing. I'm sorry. Right.
Oh,
Oh no! Why? God damn it! Oh.
What's this? What? Did
That
I
was my
just?
perception.
This is her intuition.
But what is your intuition?
My perception is 6. Yeah.
I need to hire a better receptionist.
Oh, you he's 9. Fuck off.
Give her the mentats.
Just give her the pets. Oh, okay, really good.
So what are you studying, young lady? I say conversationally as I dip through a flap in the tent.
Science.
Oh, science. Oh, I know a lot about science. So let's just test.
wait. Richard, you just get like a little twitch in your left eye that tells you that Jed just tried to say that he knew science.
Ah,
I do know science.
Zeriq sees Richard start rubbing his eye. Ah,
Actually, I'm not too bad at science. Well, anyway, before we hand these things out, these things can overload the brains. We just need to check quickly how good you are with that. You do science, math is okay. Math sounds fine. What's the square root of 625,000? Oh, it's 790. Sorry. Clearly, I can see why you want some help. I hold the hand and pat her on the back of the hand. You know, I would be very concerned about my finals if I were you. Yeah, as I pull out a little button and say, try one of these. You know, just about an hour and a half before either studying or the exam itself. Don't take more than 2 in one day. Not unless you want your brains to bleed out your ears anyway. Not that that's incurable, but most doctors seem to think it is. You know, I myself, I'm sure we could come up with some solution for you. But still, there we are. However, these are what's the word for it? These are specialist drugs which are only available with our highest class of service. So please be aware of that. And I hand it back to Tessa.
Right. So, what? No. Okay. Basically, I just rolled a 1 for my 10. So.
Don't worry, I'm taking that into account.
1 for my 10. Is that what I said? Yay. I would take a good 42 off of her, I would say.
42.
Like 42 caps. That's a really low amount. Never mind. I take all 84, fuck it. Why not?
84? I'm a bit disappointed by that, and I frown to myself. Before the young lady exits, I'll say, and tell me, are there any physical components to the test that you're doing in the next week or two?
Yeah. Anatomy.
Oh, cool. Anatomy.
Tessa will
Anatomy.
help you study.
Anatomy. Yeah. I can see anatomy would require you to be very physically active in case you need to dissect things and you need your hands to be very practiced and accurate. Yeah. If you're feeling underconfident before that test, why don't you try this, and I'll hand her a small vial of jet. Be careful,
Yeah.
man. That's one of our stronger medicines.
Small vial of jet that is 200% more addictive than regular jet.
Can't be 200% more addictive. It's 80% addictive as it is.
Yeah, I'll be sure to. I'll be sure to take it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you, Doc.
God damn it.
My pleasure. I'm always happy to help our young student population.
All right, I hope you guys have been writing down all the caps. I'm going to go ahead and roll...
Was not writing it down. Is bad receptionist. Fuck my life.
Okay, so...
God, what?
My face when you forgot to write it down.
What did I hire you for?
Well, I'm also very jittery at the moment, so leave me alone.
All right,
I got something for that if you want.
Currently, you guys have 180 caps. Add on 2,248.
So what? 2,428. 180. Did you say 184?
180.
Oh yeah. In that case, so 2,428 then.
All right. So that's the amount that you get off of all 30 junkies.
Okay. So 1/3 of that for the business. So I'll write that off as costs, and then 1/3 each to myself and the young lady because we said 50-50. If that's okay with you, Tessa.
That's fine.
So what? 2,448 is going to be what? 816 each.
800. 809.
809 is it? Sorry. No, it's not. It's not 809. It's 816.
2428 divided by 3.
Oh, 28. Sorry. In that case, yes. It's 809 and the third. Yes, sorry. I was reading 48 for some silly reason.
Let's see here. So, yeah, 809. So 809 goes to your business, 809 goes to you, Jed, and 809 goes to Tess.
Yes, if that's okay.
That's totally fine.
Oh, look at that. Tess has a caravan fee.
Oh well.
I assume you'd want me to pay costs, and it's normally about that for any business, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, certainly the restaurant business is 1/3, and the taxi business is 1/3.
Oh.
I don't know that many other businesses.
Well, you need to buy upgrades for your ambulance.
No, I just need to buy more chemicals. After all, you're forgetting our motto, better living through chemicals.
I thought our motto was no survivors, full stomachs.
No survivors that aren't paying me. So, she'll be back in a week or two. I'm just going to say to Tessa, she'll be back in a week or two. And she might be more willing, but she'll probably run out of money. You know what those prep types are like. So, I don't know if you want to, but over the next week or so, you might want to scout around town and see if you can find her some employment. Otherwise, she won't be able to pay her medical bills.
Okay then.
Oh, indeed. So anyway,
I've taken all the dirty parts of the business off my hands, so I'm really happy.
So yes, now Richard and Zeriq get to a wonderful place known as a junkyard. Or is it just called junkyard?
Before you do that, sorry, one quick question. Is this den big enough for someone to disappear in?
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy we picked up in the desert, Gangster 2, we can't find him anymore.
He's
Wait.
gone.
Oh, wait, you mean goon number 2?
Good number 2. I was at an intelligence of 9, you said?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can't find him anymore. No trace. Sorry, carry on now.
Zeriq quickly opens up Jed's refrigerator.
He's not there. He's intelligence 9. He knows when to scarf it.
And we got plenty of people who could drive the transport vehicle.
Yeah, none of them are intelligence 9 though. At least none of them are intelligence 9 and just had their friend shot in front of them.
No, he shot their friend. He shot his friend.
He did after we stopped the truck with a gun of some kind via Vic. And see, when someone shoots my friend and lets me live purely because I'm willing to join their gang, because I'm willing to pretend that I'm that much of a coward, you know, given the first opportunity, what do? I get the hell out of there. I'm no red shirt.
He knows what's up.
Yeah, he knows what's up basically, so he's gone. Sorry, please carry on.
Reserve food number 49 just went away.
What?
Nothing reserve food number 14.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Or Jason's hookup number 35. Sorry, what?
So you were going to where?
Junkyard.
Junkyard.
Okay.
You know, I didn't expect to see this many bodies.
Car bodies got lots of them all over the place.
Yeah.
It is a junkyard after all. Says a man, a rather fat man with quite a large growth of beard as he's chewing on, well, something black and unidentifiable.
Well,
What you want? Oh,
Oh, what you want?
we're just gonna scavenge around for a bit, and then we'll bring you what we find. You can tell us how much we owe.
yeah, he's just he doesn't say anything, just wanders in a semicircular pattern halfway around you, and then grunts and says, "Watch the dog."
I swear to God, if I walk in there and I see a death claw, and be like, well,
Big B.
it's like, huh? This is the dog. Even wolves.
Wolf, bitch.
All right, so let's see here. Damn, no whammy. Richard, help me look.
Alright.
I'm finding scrap.
What am I rolling?
I figured either outdoorsman or if you have it, scavenger.
What are you looking for?
Anything useful.
Well, outdoorsman it is at a 50. Shazam!
Like, pretty much just any useful scrap.
So you find 111 broken old car bodies with rust holes in them.
Well, Definitely plenty of scrap metal around here. I slowly turn to Richard. I pray to God that these things are not active.
No, only one way to find out.
14 of which seem to have at least partially completed systems in them, which includes wiring and electronics that would go with that. You could probably make 3 or 4 complete engines out of the lot.
So let's see, get some scrap electronics, get some scrap metal. You know what? I'm going to look again for... I'm going to roll my perception in order to see if I can find anything in the trunks of these 111 cars.
Okay. What's your perception, 9?
And like part of my brain was like, "Watch, you're gonna roll a 10, you asshole." And then I told that part of my brain, "Shush."
I mean, I could roll for luck.
How about no?
Roll for luck, see what you get.
All right. I made it.
I made it.
You rolled a 9.
He's so quiet. Why is he so quiet?
He's away from his
He's
mic.
not next to his mic.
I was really hoping I'd roll a 1.
I know, right? I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get a 10. And then the other part of my brain is like, no, watch, you're being so
Okay.
cynical.
In one trunk, you find a mummified corpse with what appears to be a middle-aged lady in it, in a flight suit, with like a silver plane badge.
You found Amelia Earhart.
I was gonna go there too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I was like,
that
huh.
was for-
So this is where Amelia Earhart's been all these years. No, I'm like, does she have skin on her still?
It's mummified, so she's still got. I mean, it is a corpse, but it's just curled up and small.
Is it rather black looking skin?
Well, it is now. But I don't know if it was originally or not. We don't know what color it originally was.
I slowly look to the man who owns the junkyard, and I look to see if there's any pieces of the skin missing.
No, I mean, not there's wear and tear and whatever, but it's just as it is.
Okay, so the guy's not eating human jerky.
No, not from 1937. No.
That's an excellent year.
Vintage.
I know, right?
You can search here if you want.
Yeah, sure. I'll give the corpse a pat down.
Oh, that's fair enough. I give you the opportunity. And what else do you find? So I said there's that other stuff you would find in the boot. You find.
Douglas, you're so European.
Yeah, I heard it too.
What?
Boot.
I forgot when Roll20 is there.
Make sure you're in the right Roll20.
I am. You find four caps before the guy who saunters over to you and starts standing over your shoulder as you go through the rest of the things. Clearly, he's become distrusting. Looking around the cars is one thing; going through them is entirely another. However, you do find some spare tires, spare wheels, and your heart, and however many would make your heart content of tools for changing spare tires, wheels, and general mechanical tools.
Richard looks up at the junkyard owner and says, "Do you mind you're in my light?"
Junkyard owner chews and says that he doesn't mind at all.
I'll take 3. I'll take 3 of those tools. That'll make my heart all the patter.
Fair enough. So they're the kind of tools that you would use on cars. Most of the tools that you can see are like wheel changes and the the little toolkits that you get with a car and that they hide in the spare wheel.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Hmm.
It looks like this guy has been through reasonably and taken all the big stuff out. You did find the 4 caps, so he hasn't been through like under the carpet, but he's watching you now, so you're not going to be able to go through most of the cars and strip out little tiny things. At least not without paying for them, or using the thief skill. So yeah, 4 caps. And how much would a set of mechanical tools be? What does the book say? Probably 100 each, doesn't it?
Let's see here. For car repair tools?
Yeah. Well, to a certain extent, car repair tools are also general tools, aren't they? Some of them are, anyway.
Vehicle repair kits are 500 caps.
Okay, so there's 1,500 caps worth of vehicle repair and general tools available.
I'll take 1 vehicle repair kit.
Okay, cool. You can probably make a different kind of toolkit out of the other tools. If you want any other kind of toolkit that would be reasonably accessible to a car / other vehicle type things. There are also a couple of specialist vehicles in the place. There's like a JCB. Do you know what a JCB is?
Sounds familiar, but no.
Okay, so site construction vehicles, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
But if you've got a reason to want a 20-foot claw, then that kind of thing is that kind of vehicle, or a concrete mixed vehicle. What else would be a couple of bobcats? You don't know what a bobcat is, do you? Do you know what a bobcat is?
I know what a bobcat is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
So those kind of there's about 3 to 5 of those kind of vehicles. If you wanted large parts off those.
I look over to Richard. Hey, do you think we need a 20-foot crane?
I can't think of why.
By the way, any of these things have shovels in them?
Yeah, amongst the construction stuff, there's not in the vehicles, but around there's a couple of shovels, sort of workbench, a couple of workbenches, a couple of scaffolding poles. Well, quite a few scaffolding poles. This is the junk place. Yeah, so quite a few scaffolding poles, some pallets, quite a lot of pallets, and that kind of thing.
All right, so I'll take 2 shovels, 15 scaffolding poles, 20 pounds worth of scrap metal, and as much scrap 1 toolkit and as much scrap electronics as I can carry.
Well, okay. There's I said 3 to 5 engines, didn't I? So that's going to be I don't know, hundreds of quite a lot of wire. Not much else besides wire and engine management systems.
That's pretty much what scrap electronics are, yeah.
Yeah. So you need to put a price on that because there's no way I'm coming up with it. 500 for the toolkit, 4 caps you got. I'm sure you can take off. Scaffolding poles. I shouldn't really put them at the scrapyard because they're actually quite expensive. But I'll assume, say, 10 caps each for scaffolding poles, so 150 for 15. What else did you say?
2 shovels, they're 30 caps each.
So that's 650, 710 minus 4. And how much? Somebody needs to tell me what the electronics is worth.
Let's see here. How much would scrap metal be worth, Crap?
Scrap metal's not worth a lot.
Maybe a cap each.
All right, so a cap per pound, or
Yeah, I think a cap. We'll go with a cap per pound now. It's just mild steel. It's not anything special, okay?
I'll dig it.
Sorry?
I'll dig it. I have a shovel now.
Yeah, so you cut some panels off some car doors. So that's 730, and then the electronics, which is mostly wire. But then again, wire is it's not cheap if you can't manufacture it.
Crap. What do you think, Scrap Electronic? Hold up. Fallout Scrap Electronics.
Value is 1 per pound, it looks like.
Oh. Roughly how many pounds do I get out of... How many pounds do I get, Douglas?
I said 3 to 5 engines, so actually, that could easily be 20. Say it's going to be more than £5 each, but I'll call it £5. So I'll say £20.
All right, so
Actually, probably a bit more than that. I'd say £40.
So 770 caps.
766, yes.
All right. This man is paid.
Oh, the man is very happy, and he invites you to stroke his dog.
Is it a Deathclaw, a Mutant Hound?
It's
Why?
he calls it over, and you hear from the distance very loud, woof. As it approaches, you realize that actually it might once have been a large dog, but now it's old and decrepit and, frankly, slightly radiated. It's halfway to being a ghoul, if there is such a status, as large patches of fur are missing. It wanders over on its 3.5 legs, which is probably why it wasn't following you around before, and falls over just more or less onto your foot.
I give the dog a quick scratch on the head, and then I leave.
Okay. The man you see is heading off towards town, closing the gate behind you. I wonder if he's heading to the doctors or not. That's the only question I have.
I got none of that, but...
He's heading off to spend his newfound fortune, because some idiot just bought a fuckload of junk for 700 credits. 700 caps.
Actually, Douglas, to be honest, we got a steal.
You did, but you know, the thing is with scrapyard, it's what you can make out of what you can do with it. So that's up to you.
And my repair skill is 130. What do you think I could do with it?
More than he could. More than he obviously could.
There you go. I happily take my cart of scrap and I go back to the caravan, just smiling all the way, going, "Oh, Richard, what I could do with all this."
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, you'll need Linux in order to program the engine management systems. Okay, never mind.
Richard, get the programming.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your science skill.
I don't know. How did they manage the fuse boxes prior to microchips? Because microchips are pretty rare in Fallout, aren't they?
Yep.
That was against an 85.
Richard just created Linux.
Did he? Oh yeah, so he did. Well done, congratulations.
He actually created Mac OS.
Ew.
Then it specifies. I'm sorry. The OS immediately comes up and says, "I'm sorry. This is an old version of the hardware and is not good enough to run this particular version of the software." Please upgrade your scrap.
God damn it.
Please upgrade your scrap.
No. We actually have a running list of things that people say that are just truly awesome. Our favorite one, the rogue states, wait, I can detect traps?
Fuck you. Oh, fuck yourself.
To be honest, I don't think she actually has trap finding.
What? Who? What?
Our rogue.
Or she hasn't put any points into it.
So yeah, Zeriq comes back to the caravan, happy, starts loading up scrap and everything like that into the rust bucket, and then looks over at Jed going, "How'd you do?"
Tessa just puts a thumbs up.
Actually, I've had my best day since we started moving. At this rate, I might even break even shortly.
Don't you get most of your chemicals for free?
Well, you'd be surprised what the storage costs and you know, you've got to store, you've got to deal with these things carefully, and they do have a lifespan, you know.
True.
But actually, I give it a wink. I made out pretty well. I'm really happy. Not well enough.
Anyway, I'm going.
Actually, and you can tell that he is actually pretty happy overall. He's been thinking about giving up the business, but now he's definitely not going to for a while.
Crap. Let's see here. What the hell is that thing called? Right. All right, I'm going to say that the Ruger now has a workable stock,
Mm-hmm.
and this gets thrown at Jason.
I catch it.
All right. Congratulations!
Yes.
Congratulations! You now have an assault gun.
Not bad.
Ooh, hey, Zeriq, you've got some scrap metal there, haven't you?
I look over to the truck that I have yet to fully scrap. I look at the 40 or so pounds of scrap I have underneath the truck. No, of course not. I don't have scrap metal. What are you talking about?
It occurred to me, flamethrower is not that hard to make. Not at all dangerous to make either.
You know, I would say I probably should roll an intelligence check to see if I know how to make a flamethrower, but I mean, do I know how to make a flamethrower?
I think you do.
Well,
I don't know if you could or not, because they probably are not. They're probably quite dangerous to actually make. Well, no, not to make, to test. Testing is the hard part, isn't it? But I'm sure I've got an executive in charge of testing, and we could convince to do that. If you feel like at some point making a flamethrower, I'd be happy to compensate you with whatever I reasonably can.
Someone roll a D100. I call low that I actually have all the parts necessary for making a flamethrower. Oh, thank God I don't have all the parts necessary for a flamethrower.
Hey, this is a weapon downgrade for me, I'll have you know.
I believe what I'm currently missing is some form of canister in order to carry the liquid, and some form of thing in order to use as a fire starter.
Actually, they come with there's these little tins that at least the American M2. I was watching a thing on it the other day. Never mind, I won't go into it. Jed will look really disappointed. I'm saying that would be a really cool vehicle protection weapon. Oh well.
Gather some chemicals and bottles and heads outside with them.
There's reasons.
Okay. Zeriq will go into his pantry. True. We haven't found any ovens yet. Zeriq will go into his pantry.
Oh my.
Oh boy. We'll grab a bottle of vodka, and he will make a Molotov cocktail out of it and hand it over to Jed. Be like, "This is as close as I can do for right now."
Yeah, Jed will drink it quickly and say, "Oh, thanks," but
Okay, Vic.
I
What'd you do?
appreciate that, but moonshine will only lift my mood for so long. I'm just glad I had so many customers today, actual paying customers for a change. It didn't try to kill me.
Holy shit! He could actually use his moonshine as the fuel for a frickin' flamethrower.
You've got to stick aluminium something in it in order to gel it up. But okay, fair enough.
Vic, what'd you do?
I may or may not just have made some explosives.
Well,
Someone just died a little bit on the inside. That's all I heard. Yeah, that's all I heard. Well, someone, okay.
Well, I mean, it was 11 against an 85. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a success.
All right, so you're trying to make oh god, we have a recipe for a high-end explosive.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Roll a d10.
If he gets a 1. Oh.
You have
Think I'm-
made 9
Oh,
high-end
I wanted high.
Just like I hear "aww," and it's like you've made 9. You're like, oh yes. You've made 9 high-end explosives. Please keep them over there.
Please keep them
hold
over
on
there.
to 8 and test one out. All right.
Boy, oh boy, do not test one on me, please. I just got here, don't kill me.
Here, catch.
No! No! That's mean!
You know, if we still had Pariah Dog around.
No, Richard's gonna set it some distance away and run a wire back. It's gonna be a controlled explosion.
All right. Zeriq hands a pair of sunglasses over to Jason. Quickly, turn around. No, you have to have sunglasses on. You can't stare at the explosion.
Oh.
He gets about 100 yards away. And then hooks it up to a battery.
Zeriq quickly looks to the camera of the movie set we're obviously on, reading from the script. And remember, kids, don't try this at home. We're what you would call professionals.
Very surprised.
That's okay because I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Exactly. So, explosives would be in thrown weapons, right?
Yes.
Go. No, not a fragmentation grenade, not a flashbang, not a tangle, not a... God, you did not make a plasma grenade.
A mini nuke? No. That's a
Oh,
That
no.
laughter. That laughter.
Roll 3d10. Plus 20. Yes, cool guys don't look at explosives.
Okay, then fucking Michael Bain.
That's all you hear.
But you see a nice big crater.
Anyone who was not outside just felt the ground shake.
Zeriq quickly pokes his head out of the truck, going, "Okay, Jed, what the hell did you explode this time?"
I'm inside my truck counting my caps. I haven't exploded anything this week.
Richard flips his goggles up onto his forehead and says, "Huh. I'm going to have to work on downsizing those a little bit for what I'm trying to do, but it's a good start. It's a good start."
Indeed. Yeah, you have the explosive in a form, but you don't really have it in a you don't have it yet into a usable form. You could,
yeah, I have to distill it down, and
I mean, unless you want to set them as traps.
I mean, I could do that with some of them, but it's not the end. It's not the end goal.
Yeah, you need to put them in a grenade case.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And then encase that in rubber.
Indeed. And put some nice little spikes around it.
Oh no, that's going to be like ball bearings in the rubber.
Ooh.
Instead of being the normal pips that are like on regular dice, it's going to be raised bumps created by the ball bearings.
Oh God. I pray you make some small enough to where you could take them into a casino and then just hide them into the dice of the casino, and then at some point we hear about a casino exploding.
You need to stop reading my mind. Whoa. Why do you think casinos let him win?
Okay, Tess can actually hear this conversation going on, and the wasteland isn't exactly sounding that bad anymore.
Just kind of laughing over there. Just a little thumbs up.
Well, see, what you don't know of Richard's description, you heard earlier when me and Zeriq were talking about him, he wears the combat leather armor and that. Actually, on the front of it is scrawled, like, kind of scratched in and then painted, a pair of dice with snake eyes up, and underneath it the words "Lucky Bastard."
Now Tessa doesn't hate you as much anymore.
One of his goals as a character is to begin manufacturing grenades in the form of dice that that are encased in like hard rubber that he can bounce down the hallway towards enemies that always come up snake eyes before they explode.
Dude.
Yeah, and pretty much he's called Lucky Bastard, I'm called Smartass.
I'm called Mama.
I have a 66 science. Will that help any? Probably not.
Oh, no, that's pretty good.
That's a start.
Pretty much.
You can do the math from now on then.
Me, Matt, at 12 a.m.? I'm good.
It's 6:30 a.m. for me.
Well, good for you.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and call that an episode there for today, because I honestly have nothing else to do besides fix up a lever action.
Yeah, I really don't either.
Same.
So, yes.
I got no ideas.
I'd like to get it.
Then go ahead.
I like to do something, but I haven't been.
Oh, let her do a thing.
No.
She's very loud.
I don't have any ideas. That's the problem.
Oh.
I had one idea, but it got debunked.
Oh,
So
by
what was
what?
your idea?
She wanted to do harpies.
Harpies?
Yes.
Winged women.
Oh, I can make some.
Oh.
I'm sure I can make some of them if I try hard enough.
Folks, we're gonna go ahead.
Harpies?
We're gonna go ahead and call that an episode there for today, so that way these can all be uploaded, and then we can all plan for the next time we all play Fallout, and hopefully our super mutant friend will be here. Anyway,
Hopefully.
who we have to stay out of a 10 hex radius from.
Why?
Because he
He-
stinks.
He
Oh.
hasn't taken a bath in 200 years.
Oh.
So anyways, folks,
Basically, if you get Tessa, you get Fuul. They come together for some odd reason.
yeah,
He's just not here at the moment.
your mission, he's Chewbacca.
Yes.
I-
Yeah, I actually understand that reference. Holy shit.
I can't.
Zalbar.
Zalbar, yeah. Anyways, folks, you all have a wonderful evening, and as always, I've been your illustrious host, Lord Zeriq Tigrerious Haruk. And remember, I love you all. Good night.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.